Hello everyone, my name's Ayla Bell and I really like Fruits Basket. Assuming most of you who clicked this video out of curiosity already know the plot and wish to get into which anime/manga resemble this story, I probably shouldn't give too detailed of a plot summary, but for the sake of the few of you who have absolutely no idea what the heck a Fruits Basket is, I'll try to make this brief. Fruits Basket is a 1998 manga by Natsuki Takaya that follows a high school girl named Toru Honda who, due to drama from her own family, ends up stumbling comically into the drama of another family, the Soma family, and ends up discovering that 13 of its members are cursed with possessing the spirits of the animals in the Chinese zodiac. This curse causes the members to turn into that animal whenever they embrace or too much of their body is in physical contact with a member of the opposite sex. Toru comes to find that this curse has complicated the lives of each member in much deeper ways than you'd expect, as she finds herself getting entangled in their complex lives as well. Funny thing about Fruits Basket, I was first introduced to it back in middle school when my friends were reading it and they super enjoyed it. I initially didn't want to read it because, and I'm being completely serious here, the title sounded kinda stupid. Well, both that and the covers of the manga didn't look particularly impressive, but it was mostly the name. There is a canon reason for the name, but as someone who never read it, I didn't know that. I'm really glad that the 2001 anime caught my eye, or else I never would have even given this story the time of day. And for the record, I did end up reading the manga because the 2001 anime, ended on an unsatisfying note. So yes, I do really like Fruits Basket. The characters are charming, the story is super engaging, and Kyo ended up becoming one of my favorite anime guys. Having said all of that, here's the meat of today's video. While mulling through the random thoughts that can go through my head on any given day, I realized that Fruits Basket had a lot in common with some other anime/manga I've seen before. So I decided to use this as an opportunity to share with you all a couple anime/manga that I really like, and I think you will too, especially if you like Fruits Basket. Unlike my Miraculous Ladybug was inspired by Shugokara videos, I'm not saying that Fruits Basket inspired or was inspired by these manga. While having many similarities, and they do, I don't get that same feeling of influence that I get while consuming the Miraculous Ladybug story. If anything, the similarities between these manga actually do feel coincidental, unlike the Miraculous/Shugokara similarities that do not. So, after sufficiently hyping up these anime/manga, let me introduce you to Kodomo no Omocha, otherwise known as Kodocha, and Gakuen, otherwise known as Alice Academy. Kodocha is a 1995 manga by Miho Obana and is about an 11-year-old child actress named Sana Kurata, who is super charismatic and fun-loving. She stars in a popular TV program and is well known across the country. Despite her stardom, she attends a regular school and finds herself at odds with Akito Hayama, a boy in her class who is the source of mean-spirited chaos and terrorizes said class. While trying to deal with him directly, Sana ends up much more involved in his life than she planned, while also experiencing every aspect of being an actress, both the ups and the downs. Gakuen Alice is a 2003 manga by Tachibana Higuchi that follows a young girl named Mikan Sakura, who is best friends with an aloof but genius girl named Hotaru Imai. One day, Hotaru is whisked off to an elite school in Tokyo without much warning. Mikan, desperately missing her friend, goes to find her and ends up at the gates of Alice Academy. Alice Academy, she comes to find out, is a secret school for children who possess special unique abilities known as Alices. Due to reasons, Mikan is permitted to attend the school, and as she adjusts to her new life in Alice Academy, she comes to find out that the school has dark and tragic secrets, some of which she is directly related to. These plots at a glance don't sound like they have too much in common, but just wait until you hear some specifics. I personally find the similarities amusing, and maybe it's because they're so similar that I like them so much. Just in case it's not obvious, spoilers ahead for Fruits Basket, Kodocha, and Gakuen Alice. The spoilers aren't too heavy, as I am leaving most major details and twists out just in case any of you want to check out these stories. But I wanted to make sure there was a warning in place, because there are some spoilers, just not huge spoilers, but anyway, let's chat. Number 1. Happy-go-lucky girl protagonist has deeper issues than she's willing to admit. Number 2. Protagonist has brown hair and eyes. Number 3. You came for the comedy but stayed for the drama. Number 4. Male love interest is initially cold and wants nothing to do with the protagonist. Number 5. There are supernatural elements in which only certain members of society have magical abilities or quirks that must be kept secret from the general public. Number 6. These members are trapped in one area for many years of their lives. Number 7. Male love interest is an outcast in his family and is considered to be more cursed compared to others. Number 8. Male love interest isolates himself from mostly everyone. Number 9. Male love interest's ability makes him feared by those who know about it. Number 10. The protagonist's parents consisted of a good-looking male teacher and a female troublemaking student. Number 11. The protagonist's father died first. Number 12. Protagonist either intentionally or unintentionally copied a special aspect of her father. Number 13. The protagonist is either an orphan or becomes one. Number 14. The protagonist and male love interest are connected by past events. Number 15. The male love interest both blames himself and others blame him for his mother's death. Number 16. Someone named Akito causes problems for people. Number 17. Akito is reformed by the protagonist. Number 18. The male love interest is a bit aggressive and a tsundere, while the secondary love interest is mostly super gentle and proper. Number 19. The male love interest is forced to do things against his will, or has his future decided for him. Number 20. The supernatural ability / quirk / characteristic has the potential to go away forever. Number 21. One of the supporting characters is a novelist. Number 22. If anyone knows too much about the secret, their memory will be erased. Number 23. The protagonist has a best friend who has an apathetic expression and speaks in a slight monotone. People mostly don't mess with this person out of fear. Number 24. This best friend has dark hair. Number 25. The protagonist usually wears 2 ribbons in her hair, at least initially. And last but not least, number 26. There's a nice blonde boy who has a strong connection with rabbits and is madly in love with the protagonist but has absolutely no chance with her. Yes, as I said before, these stories are all very different. I just couldn't help but notice the similarities and thought it'd be fun to share them with you guys. Obviously, Fruits Basket is older than Gakuen and Alice, so it's impossible for it to have been inspired by it. But again, like I said before, I don't actually think any of these manga influenced the other. These were all just happy little coincidences. Although, the more I think about it, if anything inspired anything else, I wouldn't be surprised if Kodocha and Fruits Basket inspired at least parts of Gakuen and Alice. Both Fruits Basket and Gakuen and Alice were both serialized in the same shoujo magazine, Hana to Yume, so who's to say? You also might have noticed that Fruits Basket has a lot less in common with Kodocha, which is surprising to me because when these random thoughts first popped into my head, I feel like I remembered more similarities. In any case, this was also a good excuse for me to share with you all one of my favorite anime of all times, Kodocha, which I highly recommend. The comedy is great and the drama keeps you invested. The anime has 102 episodes and adapts most of the manga. The last few chapters were sadly never animated, so I suggest reading the last few chapters so you can get a satisfying ending. I also recommend Gakuen and Alice, but I recommend the manga only. The anime only has 26 episodes and didn't even adapt half the story. The anime was super cute, but it lacks so much that I recommend just reading the manga entirely. The opening theme song, Pika Pika no Taiyo, is super cute to watch and listen to though. So yeah, I say if you like Fruits Basket, then totally check out Kodocha and Gakuen and Alice. Did I manage to pique your curiosity? Comment below and let's get this conversation started. As for now, that's all there is. There isn't any more.